Hello, this is the first Mum in Tech blog, and today we're going to be looking at how to create a trial environment in Microsoft Dynamics 365 so that you can start working with the Power Platform. And then we're going to have a quick look into portals as I try to navigate through the software. I am totally beginner on the Power Platform, and what I'd like to do is learn to build apps, build portals, and use them for some quite interesting Mum in Tech cases. It's a learning journey, and I would like other beginners to join me on this learning journey and leave comments on resources you found that have been super helpful so we can all share in our knowledge. And hopefully we can all become #power addicts by the end of the year, month, quarter. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're going to go together. So, first things first. That's a good start. Technology is never always straightforward, but we must learn it, navigate it, and use it to our superpower. So now we're going on to Microsoft Learn. This is the central hub created by Microsoft with lots of training resources, documentation, all around every product to do with the Power Platform and Microsoft technologies. So a great place to start. With this system, it's really great because you complete your interests, which you can see on screen. You can also put in your level of expertise, beginner strictly for me. It will then open up a plethora of learning paths that you can take, and a path will encapsulate lots of different modules relating to one technology. The great thing about this is every time you finish a module as part of your learning path, Microsoft will award you with a digital badge. Now, this badge can be put onto social media to show what you've been learning, share your path with your friends, or as well, it can be shown to your employer so that they recognise that you're putting in your own time and your own study to upskill, which is a great thing for career progression. I've searched here for portals to try and find specific modules related to that. However, portals is part of the Power Platform family, so I need to go through all of the modules. In this instance, because I'm focusing on portals, I am finding the Microsoft site to learn a bit more about the use case, what they're designed for, what the technology can do. And then from there, I'm going to try and figure out how I can get started. Okay, so on the portals page, it does say sign in. And as I have business credentials, I'm going to give that a go. And the key thing is, anybody who's out there will need their work email address because you will be working within your business tenant. And within that, you're going to create your unique environment, which will be separate to the business activities or what we call a production environment. So I've logged in. I now have navigated to Power Apps. Super exciting. And what I can see at the top of the screen is that I'm in the Simple default environment, Simple being the company that I work for, the Microsoft partner, which will not do. Because if I try and mess around with this, it's going to affect what the business as a whole is trying to achieve and trying to create in terms of their solutions for customers. So I don't want to play in that environment at all. I want to create my own. What I'm doing now is I have a very good friend in the Microsoft community called Chris Huntingford. He's a solution architect, very intelligent, very charismatic person. He has created his own YouTube video to show us how to make our own environment that will sit separately to the production environment of your business. So as you can see, I'm opening my OneNote. I tend to use that to collate all of my notes centrally, and this will ensure that I don't miss anything from Chris's video. There's a lot of technical things and addresses, so I would implore anyone following this, open OneNote, make notes of everything as you go. What Chris is saying is we need to go incognito or in private mode when we do this. We are now visiting trials.dynamics.com to enter our credentials so we can get started. So standard form here, fill in your information. It's asking for my middle name, wouldn't you like to know? Fill in all your information, go through. You're going to need, actually, crucial point, whenever you go through this process, or additionally use any other Microsoft technologies, Microsoft have very stringent security standards. When you try and log into something, it's going to ask you to verify you are who you say you are. For this, you'll need your mobile phone. You can download the Microsoft Authenticator app, or when you fill in the forms, it will send a code to the mobile address that you input. As you can see here, I've just managed to create my own credentials, mumintech.onmicrosoft.com. And this is something that we need to save. So whichever name you choose, save it in your OneNote. You'll need this later to go in and log in and access what you've done. And voila, as you can see, we have an environment set up. And this is the home screen. As you can see, it guides you instantly, saying that it can help you to build a Canvas app, a model-driven app, or a portal from blank. And in this instance, we are going to portal. So I've created a new portal called Mum in Tech Gallery. The reason for this is, unfortunately, as we all know, it's been a tough time with the pandemic. In the UK, we're actually still in lockdown, and I'm unsure of when we're going to come out. It's now mid-Jan. So I want to create a portal for my family to be able to share what's going on in their homes safely. So I will ask them to send me videos or pictures, and I will be able to upload them to this portal, and all of the family members can have access and see each week what we're all doing. So it's quite a nice family use case that I've got on this one, hence Mum in Tech. And it'll be really nice for my son to actually be able to see what his cousins are up to, who are a similar age and equally probably bouncing off the walls like he is. So we are now in Mum in Tech Gallery, and what we have here is a pre-made template that that we could use. It also gives you a bit more information about portals, but what I want to do is not use the template. I want to build from scratch. Even though it's a great template, it's not fit for my purpose. I did click around for a while, actually, not realising this was a template, thinking it was a bit of information about our portal. So when you get to that screen, it's not, it's just a template. So now I'm going to right click edit on the actual portal that I've created, and it's going to take me into the edit mode, bypassing that confusing template screen. And this is where you can tell it's a template. All of the dashed lines show that they are blocks that you can edit. So first things first, I am changing the title name of the portal to Famalam. That is a name that we use for our WhatsApp chat. And it's quite intuitive. I mean, literally, I just clicked into the box, was able to write the text over the top quite quickly. And then on the right-hand side, you have your components area. And it's very self-explanatory. Find your colour, align it left, right, or centre. So it's quite an easy thing to pick up and just get using straight away. So there's Famalam. I'm now going to click on the image. Now it lets you pick an image from your own device, or you can enter in an external URL and you simply upload it. Nice and straightforward. That's a way too large picture of myself, so I'm going to reduce that. Again, the formatting is quite straightforward. The width is in percentages, so you can just reduce that, or it will automatically convert it to pixels. So for designers out there that are using pixel sizing, it's quite straightforward. So I noticed that by hovering over the text, you can actually change the font size that way. It's not in the component bar on the right. So it will allow you to change the font sizing, make it bold, italic, or underline. I haven't yet discovered how to actually change the font. So if anyone out there in the community or any learners figure that bit out, please put a comment below. I'd like to be able to explore fonts on here. So let's share learning, guys. Okay, now into the main top part of the template. This will be the kind of introduction to my family of what the site's about. So again, really easy, just click the box, start typing in. If you can choose what to type. So as you can see, I'm able to select the text, make the Hi Famalam portion of it the same colour as the Famalam gallery title. And that's simply by using the same hex code, which is the hashtag, just copying that between the two and you'll get exactly the same colour. So here what I was trying to do was make two text boxes, because when I changed the colour of Hi Famalam to pink, the whole text box, all of the text turned pink. So this happens sometimes in different design programs where you have to add a second component underneath it, because the text colour will be applied to that whole box, that whole text box. So here I'm experimenting with adding two components of text to try and change the colour. And as you can see here, the components are quite straightforward. You can make one column, two column, or three. It's quite quick and easy to do. You place the component into the area that you want. And again, the dashed lines will show you which area of the page that text is going to sit within. And as you notice, as I write more text, the dotted area expands. And that's because in this component, I've used one column. So it will expand the width to take up as much text as I need it to. Make it bold for a bit more punch. And there we go, we've got the pink as I wanted it. Now that link box, that's kind of like a call to action button. We could take the family to another part of the portal through that, but as I'm building at a basic level right now, I'm just going to remove that and focus on getting the text in there that I want. So again, let's get another component, a second text box. If we click that, we can then add text beneath Hi Famalam. There we are. My cat's come back on camera. She really wants to be part of this blog. Okay, so now I'm repeating the text that I used before, increasing the size, and as you can see now, we have a pink line followed by a black line, because I've used the two separate text components to do that and just overlaid them on top of one another. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is add some images to my page to represent all of the families. So I'm looking through my Facebook page to grab some images from there. Okay, so there's a great family picture. I think this will be perfect for my homepage. Then as soon as any of the family members come onto the portal, they will be able to see that lovely photo, which was actually the last time we all got together before the lockdown. So it's a really nice memory for us. So here we go, I've added the image below. I'm going to stop there because I've managed to get the homepage sorted and nobody likes a blog that's longer than 20 minutes. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe And next time I will be going a bit more in depth with portals and also looking at the back-end menu system through screenshots and that sort of thing. So please subscribe to the blog, follow my journey, tell me about your journey, and hopefully we can learn together. Thanks so much, guys.